All right, shalom, shalom. We kind of gonna wing it today. I still cannot go live. My computer still booting up manufacturing status and all of that. So I have to do what I can do. You know what I'm saying? I think at some point in time, I may condense this particular audio that we're gonna review into a short compiled video. But for now, I'm led to do it this way and flow by way of the spirit and just bring out some things as I'm tapped in the spirit to do. Okay? So I'm not gonna keep this intro long at all. One second. I don't even have a description or nothing like that, no thumbnail. But the name of the audio that we're going to be reviewing is They've Been Saying for Centuries, the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is nigh at hand. Alright, so it was recorded on 5/20/24. Alright, this was during my time without internet. I had no idea when I was going to be resurrected, how I was going to be resurrected, exactly, you know. But I was patiently waiting, all right? And as I was patiently waiting, as I got tapped in the spirit to record, that's what I did. Now, I have numerous of these recordings during my time without internet. Alright, I have not even really counted them all. I counted some of them, but there was more that I had to take off my phone. Um, so currently, right now, let me bring it up. I'm not gonna show. I can't show you right now because I didn't add it. I will have to add it as a slide in here. I didn't do that. So not counting the melodies, there's 17 audios that I recorded from. Well, 419 was before I had lost the internet, but I did not have time to bring that one out. Okay, the net was cut soon after that. Um, it was like because I had worked every day all the way up till the net was cut, so I wasn't able to get out the one that was recorded on 4/19/24. All right, so all the way from there, 5/6/24, all the way to 6/15/24. Okay, about 17, no 16, about 16 audios. Okay, and then what I took off my phone from 6/16 till 7/14. Okay, 7/14, which is today. Um, what is that? That's a melody. Okay, never mind. Okay, these are melodies. Okay, hold on. So yeah, these are including some melodies because I haven't converted these yet. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5. That's not including the melodies. Okay, from 6/16 to 6/27. All right. So clearly, I have a lot of work on my plate. Okay. So yeah, that's about 22 audios that I have to either compile into a video or stream to you. Okay. Now, and like I said, it's not including the melodies. All right. So we're not going to really focus on any melodies today. We're going to go ahead and get into this audio. I'm not necessarily in a rush or anything like that. It's just that I gotta make good use of my time, and I am still dealing with swelling issues. So I gotta keep it real, people. All right. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Let me turn that off. And and let me let you know, during this time on 5/20/24, I had just been tapped in my spirit to pick up my phone and record this message. And right as I did, the mowers, the lawn people started. Okay, right at the same dang time. So that's what you're going to hear in the beginning, okay? I feel the need to record this right now on the spot. And of course, they are doing lawn. Like, why? All of a sudden, when I got this message upon my spirit, bruh. I'm gonna have to. Okay, there it goes. Oh, goodness sakes. I was in my head, bro. I was thinking as I'm listening to my brother Abdullah Seer talk about the keys of Enoch and the coming righteous kingdom, okay? And how for centuries they've been saying that the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is nigh at hand. But all of this time, that was being told to the masses by the charlatans. Okay? So we're in a time now to where the children of light that's been awakened in the land of our captivity, we're telling people that the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is nigh at hand. Now, before we go further, now I may be going back, replaying some things, okay, so that people can understand. All right. So as you just heard, how for a long time you had these false prophets that went forth with this so-called prophetic message that the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is nigh at hand. Okay? All while robbing you blind and not giving you the true spiritual wealth that you were seeking. Okay? You were seeking spiritual wealth from these charlatans. And they were like the Pied Piper that led you astray. Okay, I'm sorry that this is a hard message, to hear that you were lied to by those who you put your trust and faith in. Okay, these people seek the riches of the world. Okay, they are hand in hand with the beast and the false prophet. All right, they're after the materialistic things. All right, there's no difference between them and the Satanists, those of the world. No difference whatsoever. Okay, their fruit is exactly the same as the wicked. Okay? And so my brother Abdullah Seer was bringing out some good information in this video right here. I recommend checking it out. All right? Prepare for your new government upon the great land of the West. Welcome your spirit brethren. Okay? I love this. See, during my time without internet, I was able to watch it because I had downloaded it a while ago. Okay? It doesn't tell me when the hell he posted this. And it's kind of too laggy to click on it, but we'll try here so we can see.
Normal. This is not the time to think.
Sorry about that. So he posted this 3 years ago on April 17th of 2021. All right? So anyway, this is coming. All right, this is coming. He gets into the keys of Enoch and all of these things. Okay, and I'm able to gather the missing pieces of the puzzle. Okay, so now I think I'm done with that. All right, but see, we ain't got no ties to these people. See, we don't have to take no oaths. Okay? These people, they took oaths. Okay? They took secrecy oaths. Alright? But the children of light, and let's go ahead and read this because I know, I'm already knowing, bro. Alright? The agents of Satan do the most. Okay? So now they're claiming that the Dead Sea Scrolls is a fabrication. But you could say that about pretty much all the spiritual records, okay? But it's not all a fabrication. Some of it may be. Okay, ain't nobody saying that there ain't no falsehoods within the written scriptures. Okay? Ain't nobody saying that. Not over here. Alright, clearly Jeremiah told us that the pen of the scribes is in vain. Okay, so we know that there is falsehoods that were added. But there's also some truth. Okay, and it's all intertwined. Alright, so there is some truth within the Dead Sea Scrolls. Alright? Because these things are spiritual. Alright, it's spiritual. These were spiritual writings. Alright, whether from the demonic realm or from the divine realm. Okay? You gotta have discernment. Discernment is necessary. Alright? So let's go ahead and read. Let's get a little bit of context here. Because you need to understand, about these charlatans and the time that they had. The time that we've been living in. Okay? To better understand the children of light, the prophecy that has taken place with the children of light, okay, being here to help all humanity and all creation. We are not of these people, okay? We are set apart. Our fruit is the opposite of their fruit. Our fruit is the opposite of the ways of this world. Okay, so let's read. Alright, it's referencing Colossians 1 through 8. So let's go ahead and bring that up. Bruh, come on, what is you doing? Alright, now, let's see here. Bringeth forth fruit, as it does also in you, since the day ye heard of it and knew the grace of the Most High in truth. Who also declared unto us your love in the Spirit. Divine love. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to desire that you might be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding, that you may walk worthy of the Most High unto all pleasing, being fruitful in every good work and increasing in the knowledge of the Most High. How are you going to increase in the knowledge of the Most High when you're going to buildings made with human hands, listening to these charlatans? No, you're dead in spirit. And they are keeping you spiritually blinded. They're misleading you. Okay? But to be strengthened with all might according to his glorious power unto all patience and longsuffering with joyfulness, giving thanks unto the Father which has made us meet to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. You will have to be listening to the right people to be a partaker of this. You will have to be cleaving to the right people. You will have to know the children of light and be obedient to what we've been given to speak to you by way of the Spirit of truth. Because it is he that delivered us from the power of darkness and has translated us into the kingdom of his dear Son. Okay, so we follow the Good Shepherd. And it ain't through his blood. That's blasphemous. So you see, there is blasphemies that are written even in the Bible. Okay? We have redemption through obedience. Those who hear and choose out of their free agency to obey. Not believe on a human sacrifice. That's blasphemous. The Most High never been about bloodshed. Never been about animal sacrifice nor human sacrifice. Does not require blood atonement. Okay? Only requires obedience to be forgiven of your sins. Alright? You need to undo your wrongdoing. If you wronged someone, you need to go right the wrong. And you would do that if you are truly repentant of heart. Okay? If you were truly remorseful of your iniquity, you would do what you can to overturn it. Not just be complacent in it and believe on a blood sacrifice. You've been deeply deceived by these charlatans that ain't got the Spirit. Well, they ain't got the Spirit of the Most High. They have the spirits of devils. They have the spirits of selfishness and greed, lust even, hatred. Okay? Yeah, these people don't love you. They love their money. They love their possessions. They love their materialistic things. Okay? Now, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself here because I'm there. Alright, so I'm going to make sure how much long this is because I wasn't planning on any of this, bro. Hold on. So it's out of obedience, people. Out of obedience. That's how you're going to be forgiven of your sins. Alright? Who is the image of the invisible spirit, okay? The everlasting eternal energy of love, life, and all things good. You know, the eternal source of love, life, all things good, light, okay? Truth, justice, alright? Happiness, alright? The firstborn of every creature. Alright? So everyone born here upon the earth are innocent and pure, good, precious. Alright? But after living your life growing up in a wicked ass perverse world, being taught everything contrary to the Great Spirit, of love and life and all things good, you become corrupted in spirit. Your heart becomes corrupted. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and go on over here. Alright? Now the Spirit of the Most High rested upon Daniel, and he fell before the throne. Then the Ancient of Days spoke. Say this to them. A king is coming to the world in great wrath, and your years are numbered before my sight. He is coming into the world. Great tribulation will come upon the land, and many slaughters. A ruler of nations will arise. The king of Assyria and Egypt will be chief over the land, and the people will be enslaved, and all will be slaves to him. Now, this already happened, people. Okay? It already happened. One second. Let me flow by way of the Spirit right quick. Alright? Because, for one, we know that all creation is groaning right now, alright? So, hold on. Alright, so... Alright, one second. Alright, so this was allowed to be constructed upon the earth. Alright, so we are all born into this captivity. Alright, we're born into this. We're forced into their educational institutions. Okay, they force their media upon us. All right, the government has established itself over us. All right, these people, world population control, has established their dominance and their control over us. All right, they erected these corporations to rule the world. All right, you have these world resource control people. Okay, who gave these people the authority to do this? All right. A great ruler of nations will arise. The king of Assyria and Egypt will be chief over the land, and the people will be enslaved, and all will be slaves to him. All right, hold on. Where do you think this came from? Requires economic slavery, requires the people to feed and house themselves. It is one of the most ingenious scams for social manipulation ever created, and at its core, it is an invisible war against the population. Okay? Debt is the weapon used to conquer and enslave societies, and interest is its prime ammunition. As the majority walk around oblivious to this reality, the banks, in collusion with governments and corporations, continue to perfect, and expand their tactics of economic warfare, spawning new bases for such as the World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund. Okay? So you clearly see, all right, we are all in captivity. All right, this is why all creation is groaning and suffering. Okay, because we're in captivity. And we're being forced, they forced us to believe that this is all there is. And your religious institutions, they didn't include that here, but that should be here too. Religious institutions should be right in here somewhere. Okay? Make a section for religious institutions, because they're a part of it. They were used to conjoin all of this together. Like this all came from the Most High. Okay? And it did not. This came from the evil powers, rulers of darkness. Okay? Using vessels of dishonor. Alright? And this is how they rule. Okay? Now, Fortunately, I listen to a higher power. So I'm led by way of the Holy Spirit, sent by the Good Shepherd. Haters can hate all they want, but it won't change what the Father has laid out for my life. So therefore, I'm going to continue to do what I have been given to do. Okay? Because I see all creation groaning and suffering. All my life I've been groaning and suffering and wanted to know why. So I sought for the answers, and I received those answers by way of the Spirit. And I chose to be obedient. Humble myself before the eyes of my Maker. Repent of my transgressions. Turn from my stiff-necked ways. And he's going to overturn my captivity. I'm being obedient. Therefore, I no longer have to participate in economic slavery. One second. No man on earth is truly free. All are slaves of money or necessity. Why is that? Why is that? Because of this. Okay? And one second. Because of this. Okay? They force this. Alright? So your revelation dealing with the mark of the beast, bruh, that is your economy. Okay? So if you don't bow down and worship the beast, that means slave for your bare necessities, work for this system, alright? Line the pockets of billionaires. You're working for money. Okay, why are you working for money? The Most High never created money. You're working for money because that's what these devils established. Okay, and these devils come from the demonic realm. Okay, so this is how they made everybody slaves. Okay, to Satan. All right, but there is one yet coming, the Son, who will be called Great. And by his name, he will be designated. He will be called the Son of the Most High. And the Son of the Most High they will call him. Like the meteors that you saw in the vision. So will be the kingdom of Assyria and Egypt. They will reign over the earth for a short pace. Alright, so this last half a time was only allowed for a short period of time when they came over here to the fourth part of the earth to establish their wicked ass economic system. Okay? This has only been in operation. Let's see exactly when the hell they established this system over here. Hold on. Oh, when was? So this, and it came from European settlers. Okay, this is what you need to understand. This is how they got up on top, very high, and the indigenous people came down very low. So you see, the modern American economy traces its roots to the quest of European settlers for economic gain in the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. Okay? So it's the colonial parties that established this. Alright? This is what you need to understand. All right? The land was invaded in the late 14th century into the 15th century. And I got a book entitled American Holocaust. When I get some time, we'll be going into it. Know what I'm saying? So you never want to talk about the how. Okay? You don't want to talk about the how and the why. You want to deal with here and now. Never mind the how and the why. But this land was not yours. It was not these people's land. So how in the hell they came over here for economic gain? Okay? You're not thinking about the indigenous people who were invaded and who have been mistreated this whole entire time. You want to cast that? You want to literally, that don't matter. It does matter because we're still here under subjection of these same people with their wicked ass economic system that they established. Okay? Now, so we can see, hold on a second. So, post-World War II prosperity, 1945 to 1973. You know, by then they had took over pretty much all our land. Okay, they stole all of our land, raped, robbed, and murdered us, established themselves on top. Okay, so now you got the richest family in every state. They're all Europeans. Okay, all foreigners on indigenous land. You got the richest people in the world. They're all pale-skinned people who are on top in all the colonized lands. So every single land that was colonized was a rich, fertile land. The lands of milk and honey, the lands that were neither hot nor cold. Beautiful lands. They have possession of, but these are the wicked. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked for a short period of time. All right? They will reign over the earth for a short pace, and they will crush everyone. Okay? So you don't never want to look to these wicked ass people. Richest people in the world. These are billionaires. They could end world poverty. But they are possessed by evil spirits of selfishness and greed. The same with these devils. They could care less about the indigenous people of this land. Or they reclassified us as African American and expect us to be okay with that. Expect us to accept that. And if we don't accept that, then we're the racist. We're the ones that's hateful. But they're trotting down our land, not giving a damn about us. Now, you can clearly see this. All of these people invaded indigenous land. One second. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I just wanted to show something right quick. This is all the Indians that were living here Okay, you can see where it is. This is including Georgia, okay, the land that was producing gold on its own, okay, the land that produces gold, all right. It's the land of the gods, okay, yeah, the land of the gods. 1 second, I know I got maps. Map before colonization, that's what I was looking for. Alright? So you care not for the copper-colored people that were dwelling here peacefully in this land, because there were some tribes of us that were peaceful. Okay? Just because some of the tribes were warring with one another don't mean that all of us were. And it doesn't, two wrongs don't make a right. Even if there was a lot of us that were warring back and forth with one another, that doesn't give the foreigners, legal right to come and just take over our lands, rape, rob, and murder us, and just steal our lands and put us on the bottom of their fraudulent ass economic system, and think that this is going to last for eternity. Like, there ain't never going to be any retribution coming for that. Like, there's never going to be any redemption for the indigenous seed of this land. Like, we're just supposed to be up under your subjection forever, as your dumb diverse states. Till different, perpetual. In your dumb diverses, you put perpetual slavery, perpetual captivity. Perpetual means forever. Dumb diverses means till different. Well, that time of difference is now. Okay? Because, bruh, this is fraudulent. They have no right to demand that the indigenous seed of this land work for them in order to obtain what is already rightfully ours. Okay? Now, I have sought the Most High power, okay, outside of their system, alright? So I know it's just a matter of time before their system implodes upon itself, and all those who are attached to their unrighteous ass system, okay? And the children of light is going to be delivered up out of it. And all those who are cleaving to the children of light. Okay? Everybody else is going to reap what they have been sowing. Alright? You've been sowing all of this evil. All that evil going to come upon you. Alright? Now, again, no man on earth is truly free. All are slaves of money or necessity. We're enslaved to necessity because of their wicked ass economy that they established fraudulently. Public opinion or fear of prosecution forces each one against his conscience to conform. So now, that's your ego. Bottom line, that's your ego. You're afraid of public opinion. Pride. Okay? So therefore you conform to the wickedness and harden your heart against the children of light to your own detriment. Now, people will crush people. Hold on, let me get my little image. Where's it at? I don't need this no more. Hold on. Let me bring it back up. People will crush people. Okay? That's the system that we've been forced to live in. Alright? People will crush people. Nation will crush nation until the people of the Most High shall arise, and all will have rest from the sword. Well, the people of the Most High has risen. Hopefully this, yeah, it looks like my audio working right. Okay. Oh man, I gotta heat up my coffee, bruh. Baruch 2:30. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves. Okay? So we remember who we are. Alright? And shall know that I am the Most High their power. For I will give them a heart and ears to hear. And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity. Oh yes, indeed. I praise the Most High in the land of my captivity. For I know that there is a power outside of the God of this world. The God that established himself as the most powerful upon this earth. Money. Oh yeah, my God is more powerful than a God of money. So I praise him in the land of my captivity. And I think upon his name. I have returned from my stiff-necked ways and my wicked deeds. 'Cause I remember the way of my wicked-ass forefathers, which sinned before the Most High, and got our asses into this last captivity for so long. So I know that he is going to bring us again into the land which was promised with an oath unto our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we will be lords of it. We will not any longer be lorded over. All of this time, you have lorded over the children of light. You have lorded over the indigenous seed of all the colonized lands. Europeans, this is not said in hatred. The modern American economy traces its roots to the quest of European settlers for economic gain in the 16th, 17th, and 18th centuries. Okay? The New World, it was only new to you, okay? It wasn't new to us. The New World to you then progressed from a marginally successful colonial economy to a small independent farming economy and eventually to a highly complex industrial economy. You did all of this by diminishing the indigenous people and stealing our land, raping, robbing, and murdering. So it was done in great wickedness. You have to admit this. You have to repent from this. You have to repent for your white supremacy. Otherwise, you are not going to be delivered with us. But see, we're told that we're going to be lords of our land. Okay? We will be increased and we will not be diminished. An everlasting covenant is going to be made with us, with our power. We are his people. And we will no longer be driven out of the land that we have been given by the Most High. All we had to do was be obedient. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves, pray, and seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven, and I will forgive their sin, and I will heal their land. This is what's happening. So all you wicked people is about to be purged. Our kingdom is an eternal kingdom, and all his ways are in truth. He shall judge the land in truth, and all will make peace. The sword will cease from the land, and all the righteous Gentiles shall worship him. The great God is their help. The great Spirit is their help, if they choose to cleave unto the children of light that's here to help them. You will be protected right along with us. Righteousness does no evil. Okay? So this has clearly happened. The first step in liquidating a people is to erase its memory, destroy its books, its culture, its history, then have somebody write new books, manufacture a new culture, invent a new history. Before long, the nation will begin to forget what it is and what it was. The world around it will forget even faster. This is how they got rid of true Israel and gave you a counterfeit and forced us to forget who we were. They caused us to vomit up our wisdom. And accept theirs. The corrupting of the corrupter. This was allowed to happen. So they caused them to vomit up their wisdom and their knowledge and prepare them for mindlessness. When you're working your jobs, you are mindless. You're not, bruh, I'm not trying to insult nobody, okay? But when you allow this system to shape and mold your mind, to go to school, get good grades so that you can get a good career and earn good money, all of that is part of this wicked ass system. Okay? Therefore, you have become a carbon copy robot. Alright? Now, I understand there's some that got their own business, all right? That's different because you're kind of following your heart, your passion, okay? There's several people that's following their passion, their dream, to do what they feel like they're on the earth to do, and, they're making their money that way, okay? But nevertheless, it's about your heart, all right? It's about your heart condition. It's about your mindset, okay? Most people are mindless, all right? They're going about their daily lives, okay, working their jobs, making their money, being conformed to this world, okay? But the scripture tells you not to be conformed to the world, okay? So when you are mindless, you no longer have the Holy Spirit, all right? So therefore, you are stumbling about like mad and corrupted men, all right? And you have no understanding because you don't seek it. You accept the reality that you have been presented, okay? And then you want to be mad at the few of us that shake off the false reality like there's something wrong with this. I'm seeing the truth, but I'm being told another, and they're trying to literally force me to believe that I'm not actually seeing what I'm seeing, that I'm not really experiencing what I'm experiencing. They couldn't, bruh, I could clearly see that something wasn't right, okay? So, I sought, okay? Therefore, I have been made wise, so as to not fall into the hands of the deceivers. And I myself rejoiced. There that goes again. Praise in the land of my captivity. I praise the Most High in the land of my captivity. I rejoiced because the truth had gone with me. Okay? I love truth. I'm a lover of truth. I am a detester of lies, deception, manipulation, deceit, robbery, thievery, conformity to wickedness. I am completely against that. I am the complete opposite of that. For I was established and lived and was redeemed, and my foundations were laid on account of the Most High's hand, because he has planted me. For he set the root and watered it and endowed it and blessed it, and his fruits will be forever. It penetrated deeply and sprang up and spread out, and it was full and was enlarged. And the Most High alone will be glorified in his planting and in his cultivation. I don't seek the glory and clout for myself. No, I seek to esteem my Maker. In his care and in the blessing of his lips, in the beautiful planting of his right hand, and in the attainment of his planting, and in the understanding of his mind. All praises to the Most High. So I am here to help you people. Okay? Let's read a little bit of this. Hold on. Where are we at in this audio? That's been awakened in the land of... Okay, yeah. The children of light. Let me go back. To where the children of light... Because I explained a lot. So let me go back just a little bit more, okay? And how for centuries... they've been saying that the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is nigh at hand. But all of this time, that was being told to the masses by the charlatans. Okay? So, we're in a time now to where the children of light that's been awakened in the land of our captivity, we're telling people that the kingdom is coming, the kingdom is nigh at hand. And now, it's like the little boy that cried wolf, okay? Because they've been saying it for so long, you know, you're not taking into consideration who it was that was telling you that, okay? And it never came, all right? Yeah, it took your money, all right? Took advantage of you and left you twisting in the wind, okay? Waiting for the kingdom that never came, all right? And now... it's very difficult for you to receive what the children of light has been risen up to give to you, which is the truth, okay? For so long, wickedness has just been allowed to run rampant. And so... hold on a second. I don't know how the hell that got... hold on a second, people. Work with me, okay? And figure out how to fix this. There we go. Alright. Now, so people need to understand, you know, a lot of people, a lot of people know that the world is wicked, okay? But people, you know, sum it up like, you know, there ain't no higher power, you know, it's just all random. But it's not, okay? All of this was allowed for a period of time, okay? It was for a period of time, all right? We read it, we read it several times, okay? That's what we went over already, okay? So I'm not going to bring it back up, all right? Evil had its time, All right, and still yet it ain't been dealt with right away. However, there's a reason for that. All right, right now the children of light is going forth in great boldness. All right, to give you this truth by the way of the Spirit. 1 second, bro. I want to understand this. What the hell is going on? Oh, it doesn't look like. Oh, there's my passport. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Because there is something I need to bring up to make that point. Alright, 1 second. Alright, the bad being casted away out of the land of the vineyard. This is going to be Jacob, chapter 5. Alright, 1 second. Let me bring you back over. One second, people. Alright, we're going to start in verse 62. Wherefore, let us go to and labor with our might this last time. For behold, the end draweth nigh. And this is for the last time that I shall prune my vineyard. Graft in the branches. Begin at the last. Now that's significant because right now we are the lowest on the totem pole. We're the lowest of the low. We're the last. We're the tail. Okay? So it's beginning at the last. That they may be first. Okay? And that the first, all right, those that are prominent, those that got all the wealth and the riches of the world, all right, may be last. Okay? And dig about the trees, both old and young, the first and the last and the first, that all may be nourished once again for the last time. Wherefore dig about them, and prune them, and dung them once more for the last time, for the end draweth nigh. And if it so be that these last grafts shall grow, and bring forth the natural fruit, then shall you prepare the way for them, that they may grow. And as they begin to grow, you shall clear away the branches which bring forth bitter fruit, according to the strength of the good and the size thereof. And ye shall not clear away the bad thereof all at once, lest the roots thereof should be too strong for the graft, and the graft thereof shall perish, and I lose the trees of my vineyard. There you have it. All right? It ain't just gonna flip where, there's a righteous kingdom, and the wicked kingdom is completely done away with. No, it's gonna be a slowly gradual process. Okay? But the wicked is going to be taking out the wicked. All right? Divine protection is removed from the wicked. They are not going to be spared whatsoever. And the authority has been given to the Arakadashi of the earth in order to purge the wicked. Okay? And the Arakadashi is like fire, wind, your cataclysmic events and things like that, your tsunamis, okay, your tornadoes and all of these things, okay? For it grieveth me that I shall lose the trees of my vineyard. Wherefore, you shall clear away the bad according as the good shall grow, that the root and the top may be equal in strength, until the good shall overcome the bad, and the bad be hewn down and cast into the fire, that they cumber not the ground of my vineyard. And thus will I sweep away the bad out of my vineyard, and the branches of the natural tree will I graft in again into the natural tree. Now, the branches of the natural tree is the aboriginal indigenous people of the colonized lands. Okay? That is the natural branches of the tree. The children of the land. The seed of the land. Okay? They can be grafted again into our own natural tree. Alright? And the branches of the natural tree will I graft into the natural branches of the tree. And thus will I bring them together again, that they shall bring forth the natural fruit, and they shall be one. And the bad shall be cast away, yea, even out of the land of my vineyard. For behold, only this once will I prune my vineyard. And it shall come to pass that the Lord of the vineyard sent his servant, and the servant went and did as the Lord commanded, and brought other servants, and they were few. We're doing it right now. And the Lord of the vineyard said unto them, Go to and labor in the vineyard with your might. For behold, this is the last time that I shall nourish my vineyard, for the end is nigh at hand, and the season speedily cometh. And if you labor with your might with me, you shall have joy in the fruit which I shall lay up unto myself against the time which shall soon come. What time is that? The time of the purging of the wicked. Okay? We're going to be delivered. We're going to be spared of that. That we are counted worthy to be spared the great tribulation coming upon the wicked. Flowing by way of the Spirit, I did not have no notes. Bro, come on, quit messing with me. You know what I want. Why y'all hiding this? Be watchful for the day, for it will come upon all who dwell upon the face of all the earth. So keep watch at all times, and pray that you have the strength to escape all that is about to happen, and to stand before the Son of Man. Okay? Now, hold on. You can get the KJV as well. Yeah. So that one says escape, the other says, hold on. One says escape. Yeah, they both say escape, but that says strength. So hold on a second. Count it worthy. All right. So this strength right here. Pray that you may have the strength. The strength is your power. Okay. The power of the Most High, all right? Divine help, okay? In order to be accounted worthy for the power of the divine, you have to be obedient, okay? You got to be walking in righteousness. You got to be one of his, so that you can be accounted worthy to escape all of these things that shall come to pass, all right? Now, and thus we are laboring with all diligence according to the commandments of Yahusha of the vineyard, even until the bad has been cast away out of the vineyard, and the Lord has preserved unto himself that the trees have become again the natural fruit, and they became like unto one body, and the fruits were equal, and the Lord of the vineyard had preserved unto himself the natural fruit, which was most precious unto him from the beginning. And it came to pass that when the Lord of the vineyard saw that his fruit was good, and that his vineyard was no more corrupt, he called up his servants and said unto him, Behold, for this last time we have nourished my vineyard. Thou beholdest that I have done according to my will, and have preserved the natural fruit, that it is good, even like as it was in the beginning. And blessed art thou, for because you have been diligent in laboring with me in my vineyard, and have kept my commandments, and have brought unto me again the natural fruit, that my vineyard is no more corrupted, and the bad is cast away. Behold, you shall have joy with me, because of the fruit of my vineyard. For behold, for a long time will I lay up of the fruit of my vineyard unto my own self against the season, which speedily cometh. And for the last time I have nourished my vineyard, and pruned it, and dug about it, and dunged it. Wherefore I will lay up unto mine own self of the fruit for a long time, according to that which I have spoken. And when the time cometh that evil fruit shall again come into my vineyard, then will I cause the good and the bad to be gathered, and the good will I preserve unto myself, and the bad will I cast away in its own place. And then cometh the season and the end, and my vineyard will I cause to be burned with fire. Okay? Now, the vineyard is representing the earth. Okay? In this aspect, okay? That's when the earth is gonna go into a different glory, okay? Right now it is the terrestrial glory, but it's getting ready. It's gonna birth itself into a celestial kingdom. All right, when that happens, that's when the destroyer and all of that is gonna. Bruh, I'm not even trying to go that deep. All right, but that's when. The children of light and all those who are cleaving to the children of light is going to be delivered and spared, all right? That's the day of the Lord, okay? That's the day of the Lord, all right? For the reconstruction of the earth and the celestial kingdom that is going to be changed into, okay? And that's a bit off. That's a long way off. Okay, well, I wouldn't say a long way off, but that's further on down the line. All right, what's soon to come right now is our restoration. Okay, our restoration is coming first. All right, our deliverance from this satanic ass economic system. All right, the rule and the control of the wicked. These people. Okay. They are about to go through their tribulation. You're about to see the destruction of these people and all those who cleave to them. Okay? Now, where am I at? For so long, wickedness has just been allowed to run rampant. And so, majority of humanity sees no hope. Okay? They're like, ain't nobody coming to save us. There ain't no power outside of the power of money. And you gotta have money in order to make any changes. Hold on, because I got something for that, but hold on before I get to that. Hold on. So, I did bring this up for a reason, okay? But I think I need to bring this out a little bit later. So, hold on. Done with that. Done with this. Okay. This and that I'm gonna bring out in a little bit. Once let me replay this. For so long, wickedness has just been allowed to run rampant. And so, majority of humanity sees no hope. Okay? They're like, ain't nobody coming to save us. There ain't no power outside of the power of money. And you gotta have money in order to make any changes. You gotta have status. You gotta have clout. Hold on, people. For so long, cause I gotta get this up. Hold on a second. All right. My bad, y'all. I got one screen. It's kind of hard to freaking work with one screen here. So hold on. There is more that I gotta show you. And as a matter of fact, let's see where we at. We are a little over an hour. Alright. I don't want this to be too long, but I gotta bring up some stuff right quick. So, like what you just heard, let me replay it one more time. For so long, wickedness has just been allowed to run rampant. And so, majority of humanity sees no hope. Okay? They're like,
Ain't nobody coming to save us. There ain't no power outside of the power of money.
Now, so there's a reason for that, okay? Now, money has been established as the god of this world, okay? But it's been established over the seed of this land, all right? Who had, before colonization, had possession of our land and our resources, okay? We were not forced to freaking earn money in order to purchase it from our enemies who took possession over our resources and our lands. Okay, so now let's read. And when the people ask, why has the Lord our power done all of this to us? You will tell them, as you have forsaken me and served foreign gods in your own land, so now you will serve foreigners in your land, not your own. They took over our land, okay? And they enacted their strange gods over us and forced us to bow down and worship their God, okay? But now we're in a different time because the children of light has risen, and there's a few of us who refuse to bow down to the God of money. And we truly put our trust and faith in the living power, the eternal power, the all power. Okay? And we're obedient to that power. So guess what? That power is going to overturn our suffering. That power is going to deliver us. Okay? Now, 1 second. One screen. Now, Revelations. Now we're the children of light. Okay, you should know us by our fruit. I really want to heat up my coffee. I don't like it lukewarm. Revelations 14. Starting at verse 7. For behold, I have called you in the past, and I am calling you even now. Hold on, let me see if this is actually that, or it might be the book of remembrance. I forget which one it is. Hold on. Because we're the first fruits, okay? So hold on, let me just go ahead and read this. Revelations 14, starting in verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. So that just means that we have humbled ourselves before the eyes of the great Spirit. We have unlearned the wisdom of this world. All right, we started as newborn babes. Okay, in the Spirit and in truth we have elevated. Okay, been obedient. All right, these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. All right, my sheep hear my voice and they follow. Okay, these were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the Most High and to the Lamb. All right, the fruit of the vineyard. Okay, and in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High, pure of heart. Okay, pure of conscience. All right, and I saw another angel fly in the midst of heaven, having an everlasting gospel to preach unto them that dwell on the earth, and to every nation and kindred and tongue and people, saying with a loud voice, reverence the Most High, give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment is come, and worship him that made the heaven and earth and sea and the fountains of waters. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. This is what is coming. Okay? This is what is coming. I'm telling you, your time is running out. Okay? No longer are you going to keep your foot on our neck. You're going to take your foot off our neck. You're on indigenous land. We know who we are now. Okay? And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in their forehead or in his hand. It is in our hand, okay? So they ad-libbing here because everybody has the mark of the beast at least in their hand, because everybody was forced to participate in the economy. All right? But all those who have received the image in their forehead, all they care about is their money. They ain't got no love for their neighbor. They're about to be dealt with. The same shall drink the wine of the wrath of the Most High. Now that wine of the wrath of the Most High is that eternal law that's set in motion, that you shall reap what you sow, which is going to be poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And they will be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Okay? That's their own iniquity burning them up. Alright, it ain't literal. It's not a literal lake of fire. No, they're going to be burned by their own remembrance of their transgressions against the eternal great spirit of love, life, and all things good. Okay? Now, let's read this. For behold, I have called you in the past, and I am calling you even now to be a high priest in my fellowship and to give counsel. As I have said in the past, if you have desires to serve the Most High, you are called to the work, and the field is ripe already to harvest. Therefore thrust in your sickle with all your might, and I will bless you, and you will perish not, but bring salvation to your soul and unto many others. And I say unto you, labor in my vineyard. Call upon the inhabitants of the earth, and bear testimony, and prepare the way for the commandments and revelations which are to come. From the seal portion, chapter 47. And now this is the voice of the Father, which is given unto all his children, according to the heed that they give unto him in keeping his commandments. You have to be obedient in order to elevate in the spirit and in truth. You have to apply the living word to your life. He that is faithful with little will be faithful with much. You got to start somewhere. And those who are called according to the calling of Elijah hear the voice of the Lord in this manner, even in a still small voice that they understand. And this voice whispereth unto them, preach my gospel to my children, and bring them home unto me. Teach them to love one another, and do good to each other. Behold, this is the only voice of the Father unto those who hold the office and calling of Elijah. And it's his only commandment unto them. Not all of them trivial commandments of mortal men. Wearing hats and freaking covering your head. Like, bro, that's trivial. Wearing fringes. Okay? Ain't about that. It's about your heart condition. It's whether or not you're going to be obedient to the eternal law of love. Alright? Now, I'm on this. Hold on, I think I'm on this right here. From the Return of the Children of Light. Or is it? One second. I'm done with that. No. From the Return of the Children of Light. I think that's it. Okay, 1 second, people. Yeah, I want to go ahead and get this first. Now, it's kind of long. Alright, 119. I'm trying not to go over 2 hours, bro. I'm trying not to. Alright, hold on. Let me go ahead and start up a new one. Okay, let me find out where I'm at. Let's go back just a tad bit.
They're like, ain't nobody coming to save us. There ain't no power outside of the power of money.
Okay, so they want people to believe that there's no power outside of the power of money. Okay? Now, when we come back, I'm gonna replay that again, and we're gonna be getting into this. All right. I gotta reheat my coffee and whatnot, and but I will be back to this audio that we're reviewing. It's not even that long. I think it's less than like 11 minutes or so, maybe even less than 10 minutes. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's less than 11 minutes. It's a little over 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, all right. I will be right back. Shalom.